I told you guys last week that Luque versus Blahal was a number one contenders fight. I even congratulated them. And I got to that deduction when Dana went on Pat McAfee and took Chimaev and took Colby Covington out of the conversation. We were looking at the Chimaev versus Burns fight, weren't we, guys? Sure we were. But we also knew Luque versus Blahal is going to matter. So we're probably not going to get any resolution to this. Dana changed that all when he stated what was going to happen with Chimaev with a victory and where it was going to go and who it was going to go against. He changed that all. Now you just got one fight left on the board. Why I came to told you guys that's a number one contenders fight. I've got to amend that statement. What I did not have access to was a calendar when I told you that. If I just got a calendar out and looked at the dates, it might be a number one contenders fight. That's true. It might be. It also might be because don't forget, this Colby fight isn't done. This Colby fight hasn't even started. Colby Covington has not agreed. The last time I spoke to Colby, he wasn't having the world's best day. I'm going to leave it at that. That was 2 weeks ago. Colby wasn't having a great day. I do not believe that Colby has agreed to the Chimaev fight. I don't believe Colby was told about the Chimaev fight. I believe that we all heard this announcement, but then we did make an assumption that we were going to get Colby. Look, there's push and pull with Colby all the time. So if that fight's not done, but now we do have one half of it going into ABC, we've got Chimaev. I think we've at least got that. We might be finding out who's going to fight Chimaev here. Luque versus Blahal's reward might be they're going to ABC, and that becomes a number one contenders fight. And the only reason that I missed this, I forgot Usman already has Leon, and they don't have a date. That's where the calendar business keeps coming in. If that goes off as expected, which is late summer, you have time to do this ABC business, establish number one contender, and make that your number one contenders fight. You don't have to pick them right now. As a matter of fact, we don't pick them right now. It would be very out of the ordinary with only one exception, which would be Francis Ngannou when he drew into Stipe for the second time. You don't pick a number one contender when you still got your title fight looming out there. So I'm very wrong in telling you that. I was very wrong to tell you guys. And in fact, I congratulated Blahal. And Blahal Muhammad did not accept my congratulations. Well, now I know why. Because I wasn't right. I could end up being right. That could end up being the fight. But I think we're still trying to figure out this ABC business. I do. I don't think Colby versus Chimaev is done. I don't think it started. Quite frankly, that's what I think. And if that does turn out to be the case, the golden rule of the show must go on will happen, and perhaps that's where this fight comes from. Perhaps. But until we get Leon and we get Kamaru and we get a date and we get resolution and how's the champ's handled, there's a lot of moving parts here. I just don't think we're in the process of seeking out a number one contender right now. Muhammad looks awesome, or Luque looks. If Luque beats Blahal, that's going to be like 8 in a row. He's going to have a record. That might be an industry record. It might just be a weight class record, but it's going to be something crazy. You beat 8 men in a row in the UFC, particularly the guys that Luque had to beat. Normally that'd make you number one contender. I'm sharing with you those dates don't quite match up yet. I just wanted to amend my statement. We have a lot to look forward to, and that's a very confusing match just from an X's and O standpoint. Luque can beat Blahal's ass. Blahal can kick Luque, right? It's one of those things. Both of these guys can win. That's a problem for later in the week. But as far as wondering who the number one contender is, I do think now we have to shift back to possibly this match, possibly this looming match that's out there that apparently is going to be paid off by 2 mega stars in the welterweight division on ABC. I think those are the only details we have. I do not believe Colby versus Chimaev is done. I don't believe that fight, as far as the talks, I don't think it's even started.